A very good evening and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your great support, your consistency, your sharing, commenting, and liking the videos every now and then. And to our newcomers, let me just quickly request you that please don't leave without subscribing, because by subscribing, you're going to get a chance of being updated any moment there is a video that you're going to be notified by YouTube any moment there is a video that has been uploaded. And I'm very sorry for the change of background. It's simply because kuna kelele sana where I normally work, and I know hata hapa kuna some echo, but just bear with me, guys. But all in all, we have to work and we have to talk about what is happening in the country. Before we jump direct into the discussion, let me just request you guys that as I told you initially that I have a funeral, which the burial is next week on Saturday. And I'm requesting, I'm planning, I'm targeting something. If I can get something like 50,000 for the casket, for the mortuary bill, and the transport, I'll really appreciate, guys. Mortuary bill runs from around 10 to 12,000 because it end up Saturday. For the whole alipelekwa this week Monday. So hii wiki akipiga mortuary next week pia yote mpaka Friday, something like roughly 10 to 12,000. I'll really appreciate, guys, your support. Thank you very much those of ladies wale ambao tayari nimeshaanza kutuma. Nawashukuru sana kwa ukarimu wenu, na siwezi nikachukua kama jambo la kawaida. Inachukua, I know time, things are hard, things are difficult, but you decided to stand with me on this. I really appreciate you guys. Now, as we get into the discussion, fellow Kenyans, there is something that I would like to say. I think it's just a reminder because I had already talked about it. I said here that this Raila Odinga's burial thing, the death and burial thing, has really brought is really going to bring a lot of chaos, problems in ODM, especially ODM party as a whole, because there are some people who thinks that they are so much special that they can't be touched, and what they have to do, they have to look down upon others. To be precise, I have this thought. I don't know what you're going to say, or I don't know how you're thinking it, but my thought is this. If ODM party really wants to survive, if ODM party as it is right now really wants to survive, then they should never underestimate Babu Owino. That Babu Owino is a man to watch, and if ODM really wants to survive, they should never at all cost underestimate Babu Owino. And in this video, I would like to tell you the reason as to why these guys are not supposed to underestimate Babu Owino influence as far as ODM party is concerned, and if at all they really need to still maintain their vocality and being known everywhere in the country. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because of the plan to deal with Babu Owino. And you know, if there is somebody, if there are people who have got problems right now, since Raila Odinga is dead, are two people. We have got Babu Owino and Edwin Sifuna. Now, this one of Edwin Sifuna, we can't talk about it too much because we still don't know. But of course, we used to hear the way they used to speak when Raila Odinga was alive, when Edwin Sifuna was trying to talk about contradicting the plans and all that. But now, this one of Babu Owino is what I want us to measure into. I don't want us to touch Edwin Sifuna, but I want us to measure into this issue of Babu Owino. There is something that Babu Owino is writing here, that there are plans to attack me on or before the day of Baba's burial. I am aware of the culprits behind the scene. It's my prayer that we give Baba the benefiting send-off that he deserves, devoid of unwarranted violence. Now, fellow Kenyans, I want us to talk, and I want us to reason together like Kenyans, and I want us to reason together like people who love peace, because one of the major things that I realized even during Mama Aida Odinga's speech at Nyayo Stadium was when she said that the only thing that Raila Odinga, that is the late Raila Odinga, used to talk about was peace of the country. And of course, no one would want a place, no one would want to do with the noise, you know, the chaos here and there. Sometimes it's normally good. Sometimes it's normally good to give credit where it's due. that Raila Odinga really tried his level best to make sure that Kenya is at peace, you see. But why is it that now that he is dead, these guys wants to do away with this issue of peace? Now they want to start attacking each other. One thing we have to accept is this, whether these people like it or not. I want to give an example with a child. When a child is in the mother's womb, the 9 months, when the 9 months are over, that child normally is normally living in an environment where he or she doesn't see outside, the noise, everything. And even the mother, before the 9 months comes to an end, even the mother herself don't normally feel anything. But the moment the 9 months comes to an end, and now the very day that the child is supposed to be born, even if the mother tries so hard to hold herself, that child must come out. There is no single day that a child will fail to come out simply because the mother doesn't want to give birth to the child. And you see, according to doctors, they normally say, the nurses, they normally say that when a woman goes to give birth, this one is statistics. Don't ask me how I knew it. I was interacting with one of the nurses, and she was telling me that whenever a woman goes to give birth, and the woman is like not having the enough energy to push, once the head of the child is out, don't ask me where, but once the head of the child is out, they will try so much, even if it's about beating this woman, they'll try so hard to make sure that this woman pushes the baby out. Because once the baby's head is outside, it's very easy for the mother to kill the child. So to avoid this mother killing this child, they have to try their level best to make sure that she gets the energy to push the child outside. Now, why am I bringing this narrative? I'm bringing this narrative because the time has come for Babu Owino to emerge as a leader. Yes, he was there, and remember Babu Owino used to say that mimi siwezi nikapinga baba. Baba ni baba yangu, yeye ndiye amenifanya nikakuwa mtu jinsi nilivyo, but siwezi nikampinga.
Disassociate myself because there's something that happened at Mama Ida yesterday. I came there, I found honorable members who were here, and first of all I was calling Millie to know where people are meeting. Then I was informed by Nikal that the meeting was at Karen when I called him. When I went there, I found even the president, I found everybody there. Then I left that place after the president had left and other leaders. Then people started chanting my name. Honestly, before man and God, I can be the last person to destroy Baba's legacy. I can't do it. A lot was said, a lot is being said, but between me and God, I know the love and the place that I have for Baba. Baba used to call me as almost the last resort. 4 a.m. Babu, what do we do? We've reached the rock bottom during elections. Honestly speaking, we leave it to God. I urge all our leaders, let us stay united in ODM. This party is a big party. Let us stay united. That's all I can say.
But now the time has come now. This was the right time for Babu Owino to emerge. And I realized something, that anywhere these guys went to, all you could hear was Babu, Babu, Babu.
Asanteni sana. Kwa hivyo penye polisi walisema ya kwamba Albert Ojwang aligonga kichwa kwa ukuta ya cell, hata police station yao ilijichoma.
And I wonder, the problem is not even giving Oburu Odinga chance maybe to be the acting party leader of ODM. No, that is not a problem. Of course, sometimes people can say that ODM is a family thing, but of course, I saw this coming. It's not that I was still not aware of whether it's going to be Oburu Odinga or Winnie Odinga. Any of them could have. Based on maybe on whatever reasons they had, and you saw people like Alado, the way they were very happy that they've given Oburu Odinga a chance to become the party leader. That is not the problem. The problem now here is, why is it that these guys are attacking Babu Owino? Number one, I'm sensing something. I've realized that since Raila Odinga's death, I noticed at yesterday at Kasarani, no ODM member, no ODM leader was given chance to speak. Today at Nyayo Stadium, there's no one from ODM that has been given chance to speak, not even the Secretary General. None of them. It is not because they don't want to give them chance to speak. I want us to understand each other here. It is not that these guys don't want or didn't want to give any member from ODM chance to speak, but there was fear of the mayhem and chaos. Because let's assume that once, maybe let's say that they gave Gladys Wanga, or maybe they gave Mbadi, or maybe they gave, okay, let's talk about maybe, I know Edwin Sifuna cannot accept because of the condition that he is in, but maybe he would have wanted, maybe if he was not in that condition. So let's say, for example, they gave Gladys Wanga, and then now there is that crowd. What do you think would have happened? And notice something here, fellow Kenyans. The moment, remember the bishop that was preaching that his video will do next, either immediately after this or tomorrow. The moment he asked this question, that how many can fit into Raila Odinga's shoes today? The cameraman are very wise. The cameraman just spotted where Babu Owino was.
And once we proclaim that, we remain stronger than ever before. We become more charged to speak the truth than ever before. How many can fit in the shoes of Raila Odinga today? How many can fit in that shoes today as I speak?
So you see all these things that are happening. Why is it that it didn't go to where other leaders were? Why is it that the person that was the switcher did not switch to where other leaders were, and the cameraman? Why is it that they did not focus somewhere? They only focus on Babu Owino. So these are just answers that maybe these are just answers that people are just being, these guys are just being answered unknowingly that they are being answered, and that is how Babu Owino has been endorsed. So they will not wait as they are waiting as they're waiting to endorse another person. Kenyans themselves, because according to me, I feel like what could have happened was that the crowd itself could have demanded Babu Owino to speak. Imagine yesterday when these guys were coming all the way from JKI, from the airport, when Oburu Odinga stopped with the Kithure Kindiki, what people demanded first was Babu Owino.
Babu, waonge washiki Babu, Babu bro hero, kamano.
Asante sana.
So are you seeing? It is not that Babu Owino, there is no way that Babu Owino has gone and told people that now, when this thing happens this way, demand me, demand. No. Babu Owino, in fact, Babu Owino is not even involved in this. It is the demand of the people. It is the demand of the people. When the right time comes, I, the Lord, shall make it happen. So the time has come for Babu Owino to emerge as a leader. However might they try to stop him, it will not. And to be sincere, let us just be frank. And let us just be open with ourselves and accept the fact that there is nobody who is going to take, who is going to be to take over Raila Odinga. Like, there is nobody who is going to become a national leader. I don't want us to talk about a party leader. There is no one who is going to emerge as a national leader like Babu Owino, apart from Babu. Because look at this thing. Majority of Kenyans right now are the young generation, and the Gen Zs and millennials. And when you try to look at the way these people reason, or the way these guys resonate, the direction that they are taking, the direction that they want to go politically, you'll come to realize that the only person who resonates with them so well in that direction is Babu Owino. That is why you come to realize that even yesterday, I saw it even yesterday in Parliament when they wanted to get in, it forced Babu Owino to be sent outside. Babu Owino is the one that came and started talking to these people and cooled them down. Why? Because Babu Owino understands what these people want. He knows how to speak to these people. He knows that, okay, these guys are not supposed to be taken like ufai kuwapeleka haraka sana. You have to come and reason with them. Ask first of all, what do they want? Like, after knowing what they want, that is now you find ways now of dealing with their problems. And I normally say on this platform, for those who've been following for a very long time, people like Fox, JB's, Elme254, people like Everson Siringa, Power of Trinity. I normally say this, that right now you can't resonate with this young generation using the old ideas. These are new generation that needs new ways of reasoning. You can't reason with these people of let's say of late 90s, the late 90s, from the late 90s to 2000s, like the way you can reason with the people of early 80s. Those are two different people, two different ages, two different ways of reasoning. Because these guys are smart. The Gen Z, this new generation is very smart. They know very well. They know what needs to be done. And in fact, if you try to look at even if you try to look at now the social media and everything, the people that are so much into this are millennials and the Gen Zs. Why? Because they're looking for new ideas every day. They're looking for new ideas. What can we do? What should be done? You see? So that is now where the problem is coming from. That is why you can't tell me that somebody like Odinga is going to reason with these Gen Zs. Yes, he's an acting party leader, but how is he going to resonate with these guys? How is Odinga? He's not a bad person. I want us to understand here. I'm not against Odinga being the party leader of ODM, but how is he going to resonate with this young generation? Now, take Babu Owino. Babu Owino, is very easy for Babu Owino to resonate with these people. So, in other words, what I'm trying to say is that the time for Babu Owino to emerge as a leader has come. They have got this narrative of Mara Babu Owino akuje pole pole, Mara nini. I have a question to ask. Wale watu ambao wanajifanya kwamba hao ni wapole, what have they done? Like, literally, the same because the same Babu Owino whom they are trying to talk about is the same member of parliament who normally becomes the best member of parliament. Wale watu wenye wanakuaga wapole, wamefanya nini? So this is the issue of people who wants to be recognized in Luo Nyanza. Wale Wajaluo viongozi ambao wanataka ijulikane kwamba wao ndio wapo, because they know very well that, let us say the truth. You see, once Babu Owino gets the platform, Babu Owino akipata tu nafasi kadogo tu during this period of Raila Amolo Odinga's death. Na waseme kwamba now watu wa demand that they want Babu Owino to speak. And then Babu Owino is given chance to speak. Even ataenda. And I don't know whether these guys fear that maybe Babu Owino can be Malema during Raila Amolo Odinga's death. But the truth of the matter is, Babu Owino is known. Babu Owino has taken over. Either directly or indirectly. Imagine somebody just imagine like that, na hajaambia watu wamtake. Hajaambia watu wampende. Wenye wako kwa shida sana sasa hivi ni you see, that is why I used to say whenever I talked about the issue of the legacy, the issue of maybe taking over, the issue of Raila Odinga before he died, I used to say that one of the major things, one of the greatest things that Raila Odinga can do, and the best things that Raila Odinga can do is this. Raila Odinga can decide to mold somebody. Wacha ashikilie mtu and then aseme kwamba sasa huyu ndio mtu ambaye atachukua ushukani baada ya mimi kuondoka. And you know, this thing has really left a lot of problems to the Luo nation. Why? Because there is nobody that Raila Odinga has left as a kingpin. Hakuna mtu ambaye ameshika mkono akasema kwamba now this is the person that is going to take over Luo Nyanza. Luo land in short. And that is where now the problem is coming from. Everybody wants. Mbadi feels like I'm the best. Junaid Mohammed said, I saw Junaid Mohammed crying, saying that Raila Odinga held my hand when even after knowing that I'm a Somali, and made me become known in Luos. Right now, Raila Odinga is dead. I think I'm going back to Somali. Somebody like Opondopita Kaluma, those are there. Gladys Wanga. You see, I'm just mentioning but a few people who feels like they own Luo. And I want these guys to understand something. That the time has come to this is the end of an era whereby people feel like they own people. A new generation is coming, a new generation is being formed that that people should not feel like now we are owned by so and so. If so and so doesn't say anything, or maybe if so and so doesn't speak, then we are in a big problem. You see, that is now where the mistake is coming from. And I've told you this severally, that one of the greatest mistakes that these people are going to do is to try and look down upon Babu Owino. The pace that Babu Owino has, not even the pace itself, but Babu Owino has made himself, yes, he depended on Raila Odinga at some point when he was coming, when he was to be groomed. Everybody must be groomed. Even as in our job that we did in some years back, we needed some people who could hold our hands and give us direction that, okay, this is what you're supposed to do. And then after that, if somebody wants to groom you, if somebody wants to make you a better person, there are very many ways. One way is that this person will not tell you that I want to make you big. Atakuwa na kuangalia tu. But now you should use your common sense. Atakuwa na kuangalia tu now where you go with this person, what he or she tells you should make you understand that kuna kitu ambacho huyu jamaa anajaribu kufanya niwe. So that is now how Babu Owino was made. Are you seeing? So all these people like Opondopita Kaluma, people like Aladwa with big mouth, have nothing to say, thinking differently, and then now they're here like, oh, Baba, Mara Nini. No. This one is a self-made leader. Babu, you see the way Raila Amolo Odinga emerged and became a national leader. A national leader became an African leader and then became a worldwide leader. In 1 or 2 years' time, that is the same way Babu Owino is going to be. That is the same way Babu Owino is going to be. In fact, in this country, let us just, you see, immediately after the burial of Raila, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, let us just say that next month, this thing is going to be different. And the way people are seeing it is not going to be the same. Because everything now is going to take its course. Of course, we understand that maybe they have got their issues, but let them solve the issues outside. Let them not bring it to Babu Owino. After all, guys, that is just my thought, and that is all I have for now. Let me know what you think in the comment section, but don't forget to drop me a comment. Tell me what you think and where exactly you are watching this video from. If you're within the country, tell me which part of the country you're watching this from, and if you're outside the country, you can as well tell me which country, or drop me the flag at the comment section so that I can figure it out by myself. And above all, fellow Kenyans, you can also tell me what are your thoughts, or what do you remember Raila Odinga with, as is remaining with only 24 hours to be laid to rest. Let us meet in the next video, fellow Kenyans.